Welcome back to Out of Controllers,
where we count real fast during the in-between, so...
Well, you had to play cards.
I know.
I was trying to keep that in mind.
I appreciate that.
You have a timer. It's 30 whole seconds. How will you ever manage?
To pick the first card, though, so...
I mean, yes, but... I had this great professor who we were reading a story in Greek about weddings.
Yeah.
And wedding preparations. And one of the things about an ancient Greek wedding preparation is something that's basically a cake made with sesame seeds. And so she brought in a dessert to class one day. You know, because we were reading about it, we might as well eat something in class.
Good.
And I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good.
Yeah.
And I mostly just can't remember what it was called because nobody ever wrote it down, and I cannot remember what anything is called unless I see it written. And it was... I'm pretty sure... I'm sure it's probably common knowledge to some people, but I had never heard of it before. Mm-hmm. And it basically it's made out of nuts, and it's got pistachio chunks in it, and it's got a lot of sesame in it as well, and the core of it is made out of the yogurt stuff that is used to flavor falafel, or the yogurt sauce for falafel. But it's more solid and it's more chalky.
Huh.
And it's really good.
That oddly sounds like a thing that would be in this game.
Yeah, it does, honestly.
Because it's just like, they have just a bunch of weird, obscure shit in it. That, like, not that that's necessarily weird, obscure shit,
yes,
but it's like...
cheese. That weird, obscure delicacy.
Well, like... But it's like, oh, this is like a particular kind of cheese.
It's true.
Like, that's this type of game.
Yeah.
Or that's the type of thing that would be in this game.
That's true.
I don't know any other game that's kind of like this.
Yeah.
Beyond JRPG as a genre, which isn't helpful. There's a ton of variety in that genre.
Yeah. I haven't played much of it, but it seems it.
Yeah. Final Fantasy audience, if you were wondering, fits into that genre.
Boy. Okay.
Yeah?
I don't actually know what Final Fantasy is. Like, I know what it is. But I had... Like, one, there's a bajillion games, and they have no cohesive plot.
Yes.
That runs together, so I'm just like, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a Game Boy Advanced game for it as a child. But neither I nor my brothers could get past this one point in the game. So I also never really understood the plot of that game, and I'm pretty sure that was Final Fantasy, but I also don't think that it was... Like, if it was called Final Fantasy, the title was somewhere smaller.
Right.
So it took me a really long time to figure out that it was Final Fantasy, and even now I don't associate it with Final Fantasy. And so it's just like, I don't really understand what this game is.
Huh.
And it's the same with Kingdom Hearts. I get those two confused a lot. And I know that part of that is because it's the same, right? Characters from Final Fantasy are in Kingdom Hearts? Am I right in that, or am I wrong?
You are right.
Right, yeah, but they're just mixed in with Disney characters.
Yes. Square Enix was like, hey, Disney, can we use all your characters to make this video game? And Disney was like, yes, go for it. Maybe it'll sell more stuff. And then they were like, also, we're going to make it super, children's stuff. I'm confused.
I don't know why the literature book didn't go in there, but...
Yeah, okay, so we have a geography book.
Yeah.
Did we find a history book at all? No, we haven't done that yet. So we need a history and a philosophy book.
Yeah, a falafel book.
Yeah, we need a falafel. That'll solve all of our problems. Nom nom nom.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It was just a thingy we saw already. A
book which stands out from the rest is stored in this dusty bookshelf. Opening the front cover, you see the head librarian signature. Nice!
Hot damn. Alright.
What the hell were we just talking about?
I don't know, but now I want falafel.
But
not American falafel, because I haven't had much falafel in America, but every time I have, it's consistently spiced in a way that's weird and that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I want the falafel sandwiches that I had while I was in Jordan.
Yeah.
They were so good. Granted, I had been digging on an archaeological dig in the hot sun for 2 or 3 hours by the time somebody brought me a falafel sandwich, so I was ready to eat anything. But they were good.
I believe it.
It was also really funny because when the people in town who were making falafel sandwiches for us found out that there were Americans. I mean, I think I was the only American, but Westerners, because there was an American, a couple of Canadians, and someone from England on the dig. And so, it was a bunch of English-speaking Westerners. And when they realized that, they put hot sauce on some of the falafels, because obviously white people put hot sauce on everything.
I mean, it's true. That wasn't a wrong assumption.
I love that that's the food stereotype for Americans, is we put hot sauce on everything.
It's like, oh, you're American? I guess I got to get the sriracha out.
And honestly, it wasn't bad. I liked it with and without the hot sauce.
Nice.
Like, it worked both ways.
Okay.
This is the literature section.
Is it literature?
I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Because this is where you got the lit book on the top.
Yes, philosophy's up there.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, that was the best falafel I've ever had. And part of it is because they don't feel the need to spice it, because I think Americans have stereotypes about Middle Eastern food, that it's supposed to be spicy or spiced in specific ways that it's not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the food I had in Jordan was not bland, but it was
more plain.
Yeah, it was really tasty. They know how to bring out the flavors, but it wasn't, super overdone the way a lot of American flavors.
Mm-hmm.
It
doesn't seem excessive.
Together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really nice, particularly since I'm a very picky eater.
Yeah. That is rather nice sometimes, where it's just like, I don't know. I also I tend to eat plain foods, and not for like good like eating reasons. I'm just like, I like plain things, which is boring. But motherfucker, I checked that bookshelf already. Oh my god. But it also sometimes makes me really appreciate when like somebody just does a really good bread roll.
Oh, and that's the other thing about Jordan. They had the best bread.
Oh, yeah?
Pita bread is so good. And when it's made in the Middle East, it's even better.
That's true. Pita bread is pretty good.
And, there's, like, they serve bread and hummus with everything. And part of that is we had a vegetarian on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so good. It was such good bread.
Nice.
The Middle East is really good, or Jordan at any rate. I can't speak for the rest of the Middle East, but Jordan is really good place for vegetarians, food-wise at least.
Well, that's good.
Just because Jordan has a large enough population of Muslims and Christians, and I think probably also Jewish individuals, that, there's a lot of different dietary restrictions involved in there. So, if you can't eat meat, then they're like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. So they're really good at accommodating that.
Nice.
And then the vegetarian dishes are really good because, you have hummus and other chickpea-based foods. I don't know. I can't talk about how food is made because I don't know how food is made.
Same.
But it was just all so yummy.
That's important. That's
I miss it
a
so
level
much.
of appreciation, honestly.
It was such good food.
Nice. I'm just trying to get through these fights.
Yeah, no,
progress a little bit. I'm like, meh.
And I'm just sitting here going, I'm just crying over how good this food is.
You really are.
I'm not really crying.
You're really crying.
I
can see the tears,
my
audience,
God.
streaming down your face. I'm lying.
Cry
there are no cries.
so infrequently.
You really do. Cry, I think, less frequently than I do.
Yeah, you are much more sensitive than I am, and much more openly emotional than I am. Anyway, next time on Out of Controllers, Dan will put back the last book, and we'll open that fucking door.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching, you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.